For those of you who don't know, my name is Kyla. It's Kyla, not Kayla. I am a personal stylist for brilliant women who want brilliant closets, which will ultimately lead to having a brilliant life. Welcome back to the Stylish Woman series, where we're talking about how to build the lifestyle of a stylish woman. We see them, we know them, but what is it to be them? So in this series, we're breaking down what stylish women actually do and how they're actually living in order to actually be stylish like that. A lot of times we can visibly see that there's a woman who's just like living. She looks good, she smells good, she's just living. But a lot of the times, we'll see it and we'll either get the trigger of like, oh no, why am I not like that? Why is she like that? There's something wrong. Or the glimmer of, whoa, I like that. I want that for me. But how do you actually do that? How do you actually get your mindset, your lifestyle set up so that you can be a stylish woman? Not second guessing yourself. That is a huge part of being a stylish woman. You step out, you make a decision, and you live. And it's not really about other people because it's your life. It's your style. It's what you want. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really about them. So like their opinion is neither here nor there. First things first, building confidence. A lot of times people see confidence as two things, like arrogance, which is incorrect. Arrogance and confidence are not the same. That's not what we're talking about here. Practicing something, doing something enough times that you feel comfortable doing it. And that is the type of confidence that we're talking about here today. And to dive even deeper into that, I think what confidence truly is self-trust. It's not this belief that you're going to get everything done all the time. Like you're going to get everything you want all the time. Everything just for you, like that's not always realistic. But it's the understanding that like I trust myself to get myself where I need to be, to do for me what I need to do. And if I'm in a situation where it doesn't feel like that's happening, I trust myself to get myself out of that situation. I trust myself to be responsible for myself, my well-being, and my life. I trust myself to be responsible for my own happiness. I trust myself to make adjustments and changes where needed to get myself to happiness if I'm not there in this current state. So we're gonna pause. And I'm gonna feel myself in my body. I'm in my room and my feet are cold because the AC is too cold. And the chair is soft and my neighbors are making a lot of noise right now. Pause in that, sit in that, that's where I'm at. Now I'm going to think about what I can actually do to bring myself closer to happiness, comfort, bliss state. First thing I'm gonna do is turn off this AC because that's something I can control. That's how I solved the problem of my feet being cold. Built up my confidence because I practiced self-trust. I trust myself. I actually came through for myself in making myself more comfortable. I love this comfy chair. I'm not gonna move and my neighbors are making noise, but I can't control that. So that's outside of me. Not my problem. I'm gonna continue to make this video anyway. I hope that you're kind of like seeing how confidence comes. It's simply just making a decision, making an adjustment to get yourself closer to that decision so that you're building that self-trust. And that self-trust is where the confidence to say, I am a personal stylist who dresses brilliant women comes from. That's where that confidence to say, I'm gonna wear this green frilly shirt comes from. That's where the confidence to say, I'm gonna wear leopard and red comes from. That's where the confidence to walk in a room gracefully comes from. Laugh out loud comes from. You trust yourself. And ultimately, trusting God and trusting yourself is the same thing. So trusting that like, even if you wear an outfit today, you like stepped out of your comfort zone and tried something new, even if it's not like the best outfit in the world, you'll live, you'll survive, you'll learn, and you'll do better the next time. But you're never gonna learn if you never even tried because you were feeling too insecure to even step out. How are you supposed to build self-trust like that? Living like that, making your life decisions like that. Exactly. the next part of like stop second guessing yourself is your body language. I think that this is actually, like, for me personally, is like the harder thing. As I start to fidget. Body language is going to vary from person to person, I believe. Like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not going to tell you, like, you must sit up straight and walk into a room and use the right fork and knife. Like, I think that people take it to an extreme with, like, all the elegance content. I'm not saying don't be elegant, but what I'm saying is, like, hold yourself with grace. Okay, if you are a recovering church girl like myself, you've heard of grace. Like, God gives grace. What is grace? Dictionary definition. Grace is a noun that means smoothness and elegance of movement or courteous goodwill. Now, of course, we know grace in movement. Like, you've seen all the, I mean, especially when you look at old Hollywood, old stars, like, you see the grace, the poise. You know, it's giving Electra from Pose. But at the same time, like, grace is also courteous goodwill. God gives us grace. Grace is allowing people to be comfortable, and not comfortable as in like lazy, comfortable with themselves. You being comfortable with yourself is what's going to make someone else comfortable with being themselves. Giving space for authenticity, imperfection, is what allows that smoothness and elegance of movement that we see. Everybody in this like elegance thing is really just about like making people comfortable. I don't know if you've ever watched a video by Manifestel. If you're watching my content, you're gonna love her. And she talks a lot about like the like an anthropological look at dating, which I love so much. But she talks about like, what is all this grace and elegance? Elegance is simply like making other people comfortable, not at your own detriment, but making other people just like comfortable, like manners, like being polite, like, like at the end of the day. Now you might be asking, what does this have to do with like not second guessing myself? You need to extend yourself grace so you can embody grace and give grace to others. You're constantly second guessing yourself because you're not giving yourself grace. But if God already gave you grace, then why aren't you giving yourself grace? Give me some grace. Please be gracious with yourself and others. It's very stylish, it's very attractive, it's very magnetic. Get into it, okay? Now, I talked about that body language because I think that a lot of times when you're walking into a room hunched over, looking down at the ground, it's because you're feeling internally less than, you're feeling internally wrong. And that is what's getting in the way of you. You walk around literally looking like you're second guessing yourself, and it's making me uncomfortable. Like, you've ever like sat across from somebody who's like self-deprecating and like it's like overdoing it? Like, maybe you make a joke or two, okay, I could give you some grace for that. But like self-deprecating so much that you feel like you're bullying them, but you haven't said a word. Because please stop, like, you're making me uncomfortable. Like, please stop talking this poorly about yourself. It's weird. Stop it. Stop. It's not funny. It's not endearing. You're just making me feel weird. And I'm like only laughing because I don't know what else to do. That is that second guessing energy. You need to step into grace for yourself so you can actually move with grace. Like the most graceful in the woman in the world can trip and fall and make it look graceful because she knows how to laugh at herself. She knows how to dust herself off and get back up and continue on her way. Like that is grace. That is confidence. And a lot of that is going to stem from giving yourself freedom from external opinions. I think I probably have mentioned this in every video. Stop caring. I don't care. Stop caring. It doesn't matter. Did you die? It doesn't matter. No one has to live your life but you. I have had people, like, I promise you I'm like a decent person. Like, I promise you I'm not nice, but I am kind. I always say, like, I used to like want to be nice. I used to want people to perceive me as kind of a nice girl. Oh my gosh, she's so nice. Like, that used to be very important to me. I don't care about that anymore. The year 27 has been an interesting year for me. I will say that. I don't care. I don't care if you think I'm nice. Like, I don't care if you think I'm nice. And that's not because I'm being mean and like looking for ways to like be evil to people. It's because I know I'm kind. I know that I'm a kind person. I'm funny, I'm smart, I'm stylish. You know, I am a very like straight shooter. So if somebody brings something to me that I don't like, I don't feel the need to pretend to like it to be nice, because a lot of what being nice is putting on, it's wearing a mask, whereas being kind is just extending to people what you would like extended to yourself, and giving people what they need. So if somebody's being kind back to you, you gave them what they need, they give you what you need. If you're being kind to someone and they're not kind back to you, you don't have to be nice anymore because you're giving them what they need. Stop caring about people's opinions when people are giving you opinions that you don't need. It's not nice, nor is it kind. You know? And then sometimes there's just those opinions of just like, you care about what people think, like, you know, you care about your mom and what your mom thinks, or maybe you care about what your grandma thinks about you or something, you know, your friends. Like, that's fine, but don't let that become a cage for you. It could be something that you consider, but it doesn't need to be your cage. Let yourself be free of external opinions. It's your life. You're the only one who has to live it. So that is the conclusion of part 3 of my Stylish Woman series. So if you like this video, make sure you hit like, leave a comment below. Let me know what you're thinking of this series so far. I'm realizing I'm talking a lot about mindset and like very little about getting dressed. I hope that you were positively deceived because a lot of the times, like when it comes to my services, we're going to get you dressed, we're going to get you in some clothes, honey, but at the same time, the clothes that we put you in, it would never stick or last. That it would never be a lasting change for you in your life if your mindset is not shifted. So that is why we're getting into mindset. But don't worry, we're getting into some clothes and makeup. So yes, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for my next video. Bye.